Hello, YouTube land.
Back with more random PS1 games. So me and Spencer have been bolstering our collections a lot recently. We're just trying to get it done before the landscape of retro collecting gets even worse.
Yeah, games are too expensive nowadays where it's not really fun to collect. But it is what it is. I go for more of the really obscure bad games.
Well, this is a really obscure, possibly bad game.
Yay!
It's called Destrega. So at first I thought this was just going to be like a Tekken 3D tournament fighter, but it looks like it's an actual game, like a hybrid. So we'll see how awkward this game is.
I do want to say one thing. In doing more research, we in the U.S. got boned on horror games. And it's not just Japan. Europe got like at least a half dozen, like pretty cool looking exclusives. And like that bums me out a lot.
Yeah.
What's that one I always ask for that I'm always like, what's this game? The one that's considered like one of the scariest games of all time. Dang it.
Yeah, you just mentioned it the other week.
It's European only. It's like a one-word game. I'll figure it out. Dang it. All right, I'll figure it out. But anyway, we got boned over here. There's like a lot of PS1 like horror games we didn't get, and it's like, what the heck? Because I was looking for ones I don't have, and it was like, oh, let me try this one, and it was like PAL only. Great. And I kept going. So, you know the price for this because you just bought it recently.
This game is pretty unusual in the case that there's not a whole ton of listings on eBay, and finding like a complete one, prices range a lot because like it seems like people aren't sure like what the price is. But you make a guess.
I would have guessed 50, but I don't see a single complete one, personally.
So I think I spent $35 on this.
Okay.
But at the same time that I was looking this up, I also saw listings for like 70, 80. I saw it sold for around there too. So I'm gonna say it's like about $50.
Man, like yeah, complete 35, 40, but there's so few complete listings.
Yes. So this is like a genuinely obscure game. I mean, I've never heard of it. Like I was just a lot of times I'll like go on Wikipedia and look up companies that I like. I think this is Koei, however you pronounce that. And I was just looking up like what PS1 games they published. And even on Wikipedia, it can be sometimes just an annoying slog. Because like sometimes they're wrong about regions or they don't list them correctly or whatever. But I saw this one, I was like, okay, let's give it a try. It has a cool cover. You should look up the cover. It's like a black and white with red accents of like a guy. That's kind of the reason I bought it.
Trev, is that what I was talking about, Hell Knight?
Yeah, possibly.
It's Hell Knight. Man, why don't we get cool games like that over here?
I remember Hell Knight is actually called something different in Japan.
Dark Messiah.
Okay.
I don't understand. Like, I understand why games never get out of Japan because it costs money to get them to English and whatever. But PAL games are already in English. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of having a game for Europe? Like, what are they going to talk about? Bongs? And I'm sorry. It sounded that weird. What are they going to talk about? Big Ben's bongs? They'd be like, oi! Big Ben, yeah? And the lifts! Like, I get it. Like, why aren't you sending that over?
Dude, there's one game that I'm really mad we never got an American localization for, and it's Overblood 2, which is like the most ambitious but most obscure game that no one talks about ever, probably because it only came out in
What's
Europe.
the point? It's already in English. Just bring it over to America. Do you think America is not a big enough center to bring a game?
Long?
Wow.
No.
Okay, so this is going to be like Tobal number 1.
No, like... Okay, so I guess pushing start and select just cancels out the story, but you can't actually skip it. So I guess we'll try.
So story is just story?
It seems like it said new game and continue, but I don't want to watch that intro again. So it seems like this game is has a story, but is mostly just maybe just a fighter.
Oh, that's a shame.
This looks like Air Guys.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the times where no attacks hit. That's my favorite thing about a fighting game, where like every attack you send out misses.
I also like the ones where you get BTFO by.
Wait, are you Cougar?
No, I'm TM.
There we go. Remember Cougar?
Man, I wish I didn't skip the story, but now it's like too late.
Well, I mean,
I couldn't skip the cutscene. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I could not skip the cutscene, but it seemed like pushing start and select just reset the entire game.
Really?
So I would have to watch the entire cutscene again if I wanted to see the story. But it would just lead to battles like this anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, I thought there was like an actual like game mode, like an Air Guys or whatever.
Alright, let's try 2-player between me and Spencer.
Ah, it's not arcade style.
Oops. Like I just... Okay, so start and select really does just restart the entire game. Versus...
I was hoping it was arcade style where I could just join in. Whoa. Hey, Milena. Wait, this guy looks like he's from, Rosen looks like the guy from, Virtual Fighter, the old man.
Jin or whatever his name is.
Falma. Doyle? Reyes?
Man, all these classic characters.
Oh, we gotta go to,
Holy crap, there's so many stages. It's surprising how much they actually tried.
Castle 2. Castle 2 is where it's at. Well, my favorite thing is 3D fighting games for the PS1.
Yeah. Aged very well.
I think we can all agree with that. Oh, wait, hold on a second. So this has, like, when you run... Bruh! I'm trying to figure something out. It, like... It's not my controller, right? Like, when you have, like, a turnaround motion... So it, like, almost, it's almost like a physics-based kind of... No.
Yeah, also if you push R1, you just start sprinting towards your opponent.
Wait, no it isn't.
What? For me it is.
You just go in the direction that you're faced. Like, face away.
Oh, okay. Pushing R1 right now. All right.
What? Oh, wait, now it does. Oh, okay, so if you press R1 and the analog stick, you go in that direction, but otherwise you literally... Ah! Alright. Cool. It's like a...
Oh, yeah, this is like Power Stone.
It's like Power Stone or the early DBZ games.
Yeah, it's like Power Stone meets Air Guys. Although, honestly, I don't even remember how Air Guys actually plays, because it's been, like, so long. Because every time you play that, you're like, oh, it's the game where you can play as Cloud and Tifa. But then it's like, oh, it's complete garbage.
I remember we did an LP on it, and I kind of liked the, battle mode or whatever, like the adventure mode. Can you do normal attacks that aren't freaking...
Yeah, if you get close to them, they don't do that charge-up thing. Grab.
Cool, I had fun. Alright, oh yeah, look. Celia is, like, winking, so you know she's the, I guess you call it the Yuffie of this.
Just the, energetic young girl.
The Ricky... That's the FFX one, right? Ricky, the Selfie, the Talim of Soul Calibur. Now, what is that thing you have?
I don't know, guys.
You like that move? What?
You like this? You like this?
Ka Nay. Dang it.
Why don't you just... Okay, we gotta figure out how to guard.
Why don't I discard? That's a good question. L1, it still takes chip damage, and a pretty good amount. Like, watch this. Wait, what? Did I just do a perfect guard? Bruh! You gotta ask Big Mike about this game. We'll probably be like, oh, that game, it's well known as being the best.
We were actually talking about it a little bit. he noticed it when I posted a picture about it with a bunch of other games, and he's like, "That game's trash, but I have a lot of nostalgia for it."
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to. No clip damage for you. Ah! I will say I like the load times. They're very quick.
Yeah. Also, this game isn't like
Dude,
terrible.
it's literally Nightmare. Or what's Siegfried?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the Villa.
I want to do Cave.
The Villa. Rosin. I guarantee tomorrow I would not remember a single name of a single character.
Easy.
TMA. I was thinking TMA was Tien, I guess. I'm Nightmare.
Now that we actually know how to guard, it's like, okay, can't guard that, I guess. Wait, what?
I think I started to do the same thing.
What did we do? It was like, I think I pushed L1 and some button.
I pressed L1 too. Hold on, let's try real quick.
Maybe L1 and triangle?
Let's try.
L1 and X? Okay.
I'm glad I took... Oh, man! Dude, I literally took 50% of your stuff from the whole way across the screen. Fair battles for 20, Alex. Wow.
So I guess you can't guard in air.
Oh my god, this guy's the GOAT.
All I have to do is just start getting lucky.
Yep. Cool. I don't know what else to do.
Let's try out the story mode again.
Yeah.
See if I can actually skip the cutscene. But
Maybe press everything but. So story. New game continue.
yeah, like it has a continue option.
When they say no, they can't. When they say story, they can't possibly mean just the cutscene. Because why would it have a continue function?
Yeah, like you probably choose some sort of character, but we were watching this for like 90 seconds while Spencer was looking up the price, so it's gonna take too long. So we'll call it here. This game's interesting.
Wait, just press start again.
What?
Wait, it literally does nothing?
What am I trying to say? If you push start and select like I just accidentally did again.
Oh, it goes back to... Oh, yeah, that's not worth it. Okay! That's Destrega. Do you want a Power Stone clone? Well, I guess it came out before Power Stone. Do you want a fighting game that exists? Here it is!
It's not the worst that the PS1 has to offer, that's for sure.
Yes.
But it is a game that exists. Okay, bye.
Destrega!